Hey, what is going on, Road Trippers? Road Trip Nate here. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Doing a live stream from Super 8 Motel here in Colby, Kansas. Tonight, since I did top 10 reasons not to move, or top 10 reasons to move to Northwest Arkansas, last night, thought I would do the top 10 reasons not to move to Northwest Arkansas tonight. But before I get into that, let me show you some little souvenirs I got from Denver, since I always show those when I go to another city. I get some souvenirs. We got oh Denver Broncos koozie and what I call Colorado Rockies hat. They did not have any Denver Broncos hats at Walmart, so I was planning on getting a Broncos hat, but they didn't have any Denver Broncos hats, so I was like, I'll get a Denver Broncos koozie. And since I got a Cubs hat in Chicago, I'll keep it baseball themed and get a Colorado Rockies hat. I did not know whenever I bought the hat that it was a kid size hat. So I'm like, I've never wore my Chicago Cubs hat, so I'll probably never wear that hat either. So it's just a little memento. Uh, but anyway, yeah, I'm here in Colby, Kansas. I'm kind of trying to upload some of my videos that from today. I got Leaving Denver uploaded. I'm gonna try to get St. Francis and Goodland, Kansas uploaded after this vlog, after this live stream. I wanted to do a live stream before it took all night to upload all these videos, because the internet connection is kind of not the greatest. But plan on spending a couple of days here in Kansas and getting into Kansas City day after tomorrow. Going through downtown, gonna walk around downtown, see what's open, see if the Power and Light District is open, get a video of that. But that's then. For right now, let's go with the not top 10 reasons moving to Northwest Arkansas. The reasons not to move to the NWA area. Not in any particular order, as I said on the previous video. But alright, so we're not going to say top 10. We're going to just, there's 10 reasons I've got listed, but they're not in any particular order, so we're just going to list them. We're not going to do 10, 9, 8. We're just going to tell. I'm just going to tell. The food scene. Northwest Arkansas is not really known for any kind of food. I mean, it's not like Chicago, New York, where they have their pizza. It's not like, Texas, where they have their barbecue, or Memphis, where they have their barbecue, or Kansas City, where they have barbecue. Northwest Arkansas really doesn't have a signature food they're known for. So if you want a place that has a signature food, Northwest Arkansas is not for you. And getting off subject, when I was thinking of 10 reasons not to move to Northwest Arkansas, I had to dig way down deep to find 10 reasons not to move to Northwest Arkansas because it's my home. I There's not really that many reasons that I wouldn't want to move there because it's a great area. But there are some things people wouldn't like. So number 10 is the food scene. There's not an iconic food that's from there. So that's number 10. Um, uh, it's not for everybody. It's got small towns. Not everybody is going to dig the small town lifestyle. Some people want, more major cities. Yes, we do have the NWA Metro, but it's the NWA Metro is still not as big as Little Rock. We don't have, a whole lot of major stuff going on in Northwest Arkansas. Just a bunch of small towns. So it doesn't appeal to everybody. Eureka Springs. I know I said Eureka Springs in top 10 reasons to move to Northwest Arkansas. Eureka Springs is a top 10 reasons not to move to Northwest Arkansas because if you did not know, Eureka Springs is Gay City, USA, which there is nothing wrong with, uh, being attracted to the same sex. For people that don't know that Eureka Springs is a gay, openly gay city where they have a gay pride festival every year. This might come as a shock and a reason you might not want to move there, but that's one thing to keep in mind when you're looking at places to move to. If you decide to move to Northwest Arkansas, if you're against that, don't move to Eureka Springs. Fort Smith. Continuing on. Fort Smith, yes, it is considered the River Valley, but it is still partially considered Northwest Arkansas. It's considered part of the bottom of Northwest Arkansas. It has a lot of poverty, and it's more like the rest of the state. Unlike Northwest Arkansas, there's not a lot of jobs. It's got a lot of poverty. So Fort Smith, definitely not one of the reasons to move to Northwest Arkansas. It's not for indoor types. There's a lot of outdoor activities in Northwest Arkansas. You got the Ozarks, you got a lot of rivers and everything to do outdoors. So, you if you want to be stuck inside, on a PS4 or something all day, Northwest Arkansas is probably not for you because you won't make many friends. A lot of people that want to be outdoors in Northwest Arkansas. You got a bunch of lakes, rivers, the Ozarks. You got a lot of hiking trails, biking. A lot of that in Northwest Arkansas. So it's not for indoor types. This pains me to say it, but for people that are not from here, the Arkansas Razorbacks. There's not any pro sports teams. The Arkansas Razorbacks are the only major collegiate team. I know we have Arkansas State, but we got a few other colleges that have teams. We got University of Central Arkansas, Arkansas Tech, Arkansas Pine Bluff, Arkansas Little Rock, Arkansas Fort Smith. The major college team that we have is the Arkansas Razorbacks. And the fans of the Razorbacks, like myself, are very passionate no matter what the team does. We could go 2-10 and still Fayetteville, Arkansas is still lined with Razorback, on every side of the street. We root for our Razorbacks like crazy. So that's just one reason that somebody might not want to move to Northwest Arkansas is because Razorbacks are such a big part. And I know I said that's maybe a part of the reason you want to move there is because there is a big fan base, but we do go crazy about our Razorbacks, so that may be one reason why you would not want to move there. No oceans. The nearest beach is in, you know, the Gulf by Alabama. It's 13 hours away. Arkansas is landlocked. It doesn't have a beach. So if you want to go to the beach, you have to take a drive. Because, yeah, there's lake shores, like Beaver Lake, which is nice. But it doesn't have any kind of a coast. It's a landlocked state. So if that's your liking, then Northwest Arkansas, or Arkansas for that matter, is not the state for you. As I said in my previous video yesterday of why to move, a reason not to move, Walmart. There's a lot of trucks going to the Walmart home office, a lot of semis, because the Walmart home office is located in Bentonville, which is in Northwest Arkansas. So there's a lot of trucks that are going up and down to the home office. A lot of Walmart trucks. And so it causes a lot of, backed up traffic, even in the less rural areas, less more open country areas. There's a lot of backed up traffic just because of the Walmart trucks. The semis go slower. So there's a lot of traffic coming to and from Walmart. Maybe another reason not to move. Springdale. I don't want to rag on Springdale, but out of all the four major towns in Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville, Rogers, out of the NWA Metro, Springdale is the most, just the statistic wise, Springdale is the most poverty area and the most crime area. It's considered the redheaded stepchild of the area just because there's a lot of crime and poverty. It just, for some reason, it doesn't do nearly as well as Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville. So maybe one thing to consider when you're considering moving to Northwest Arkansas, just don't move to Springdale. And lastly, Northwest Arkansas is part of the rest of Arkansas. The rest of Arkansas is kind of like the rest of the South. It's, got a lot of poverty, the Mississippi Delta, and there's a lot of poverty, a lot of crime. So Northwest Arkansas just unluckily, is attached to the rest of the state. I wish it was its own state, but can't really do much about it until they become two separate states. So Northwest Arkansas is attached to the rest of the state. People look at Northwest Arkansas, or they hear about what's going on in the rest of Arkansas, and they just assume Northwest Arkansas is a big poverty area, which is not. It's attached to the rest of Arkansas, which is really a poverty crime area, like Little Rock and Pine Bluff. But those are the top 10 reasons not to move to Northwest Arkansas. Like I said, I had a I had a hard time trying to find 10 reasons that I would tell people not to move to Northwest Arkansas. It's my home, and you know I want people to come here because this is my favorite region of the country, in my opinion, is Northwest Arkansas. So the bad sides of Northwest Arkansas, it took me a long time to to come up with, because I love Northwest Arkansas. But that's going to do it for this episode. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button after the video to stay notified on all my current and future whereabouts. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know you care. As always, you can join my Patreon page, patreon.com/roadtripnate. If you feel like donating to this channel, every little bit helps and is always much appreciated. But if not, hopefully you enjoyed this video and the many others that are to come. This live stream is over.